Okay, welcome back to the quarry. It's been a little while. Exciting today because I'm going to try to split this block up, split this out of the mountain, some proper quarrying action. Up until this point, I've just been going through salvaged material, splitting up blocks that were previously quarried back in the 1930s. So today, 2023, we're going to try some fresh quarrying. There we go. All right, we got this block right here. It's about 4 feet thick. It's a slab, 4 feet thick, about 10 feet long. There's a fracture at the top. So I think what they did is drilled some holes. There's like a large diameter bore right there. Threw some dynamite in there and popped this slab free from the mountain, and then started working, teasing blocks out of it. You can see some 1/2-inch holes, maybe 5/8, I don't know. Anyway, they're, feathers and wedges right there. So yeah, looks like they were working right to left. I intend to do the same. Yeah, again, slabs 4 feet thick, pretty consistently. This block's about 10 feet long. And what I'm going to do is try to make a split that's about 4.5 feet back from that face. And just going to come down 4.5 feet parallel to that face. So I'll come down right there, come down the front of this thing. I'll mark it, trace it, drill it, split it, and then I'm going to try to pick it up with a jack. I built a bracket this weekend, but I'll get into that probably in a separate video. So anyway, once it's split, I'm thinking I can jack it up to really break it free, and then from there I'll start lopping it up into different pieces. So I guess I got to mark it first. So I guess I'll do that now. All right, I got it marked. I got it traced. I got it drilled. I got the feathers and wedges set. And I've started tapping them in. And there's a little bit of a line forming. I mean, a lot of it's covered in the dust. Now the objective is to get it to come, get that crack to come down around the end of this block. Ran out of my 1/2-inch feathers and wedges. Feathers actually is where I fell short, and those are easier to lose. So I only have 3 half-inch feathers on the end here. Then I got some feathers and wedges that are for a 5/8 inch hole, but I only have 3/4 inch drill bit with me, so it's not really working that well. So at this point, I'm just gonna run up and down this thing and see what we got. You can see I have a pretty good crack going all the way up. I have most of my feathers and wedges back. So now what I'm going to try to do is lift this end of the block. It's like 10 feet long, 10, 11 feet long, 4 feet tall, 4.5 feet wide. I estimate it to be 26 to 28, 30,000 pounds. I don't know. And here is my scheme. This weekend, I built this bracket. It's a pretty thick piece of angle iron, 1/2 inch thick. This leg is 4 inches. This leg is 6 inches. What I did is I drilled these 4 holes. They're a little over 3/4 of an inch. I milled in this pocket right here. It's a little less than 1/4 inch. It's like 200 thousandths deep. And then I put in this gusset. And I picked up this bottle jack. And I have these wedge anchors. So what I'm going to do is bolt this bracket to the block. Put this bottle jack underneath the bracket, and that foot right there will sit inside that, hopefully to keep it from shooting out. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that's strong enough, but we're gonna find out together. And yeah, there's a piece of ledge down here. It's all real slimy, and I forgot a shovel. It's all kind of annoying, but I mean, there's a definite seam in the bottom of this block right there, and this is all ledge, just slimy mud covered ledge. So this will take the weight of the jack. This is a pretty good surface, flat enough surface for me to bolt that bracket to. And yeah, so I'll set the jack, put that bracket up there, drill the holes, drive those wedge anchors, cinch them down, and then we'll see what we got. So the way these wedge anchors work is this is for a 3/4 inch hole. So you drill the hole, you drive the anchor into said hole, and this little collar grabs onto the wall of the hole. So when you tighten down the bolt, this collar gets pulled back up onto this cone, and I mean, Yeah, they don't really tear out. I guess in concrete you're more liable to blow out the concrete than have the thing pull out of the hole, but that's the principle there. Let's see if these are strong enough to do what needs doing. Other thing I've found, you want to put the nut on first and advance it just beyond the end of the fastener there, so that way when you drive it in with a hammer, the threads generally deform a little bit, but if your nut's already on there, it doesn't matter if the threads are messed up. And I'm thinking technically you want to blow these holes out with air, but I'm on the side of a mountain. Without any compressed air. So that's not happening today. All right, this is the moment of truth. Set that jack in there off to the side so that I can work it from the side. I'm afraid of getting shot in the face by a jack and maybe having this boulder slide down and get me. So I'm thinking oh, this is fascinating. Man, listen to this thing. This is pretty terrifying. Looks like the bottom of that bracket may be pulling out. gonna have to consider that a success. Light's pretty low, but I mean, there's a little bit of a blister in the middle, but I cut it 6 inches longer just in case anything like that came up, and so I don't think that's going to be an issue for this first split. What really made it pop was when I had this crack open up enough so that I could get my excavator tooth in there and pull it towards me, and man, that worked. That worked really well. It's probably really hard on my bucket. Liable to tear the tooth off, I'd think. But I can't complain about that. That jack didn't shoot out and shoot me in the face. Yeah, split went well. I didn't get hurt. I can't really ask for much more. I kind of wish I could come back tomorrow and keep working on this thing. You're going to have to lop it up into a bunch of different parts, but that'll do for now. Thank you.